The flood has ended. Noach was told to leave the ark. And very soon after, he plants a vineyard. He gets intoxicated. He undresses himself. And he is exposed to indignity. One of his sons notices his state of nakedness, reports it to his brothers. The brothers come and they walk backwards, so not to see their father's nakedness, and they cover him. And he curses the son that allowed to see him exposed. And the question has been asked, how could it be that a man of Noach's stature, whom the Torah describes as a tzaddik, a perfect tzaddik, how could it be that he would get intoxicated and that he would allow himself to be so subjected to indignity? Some commentaries give somewhat of an explanation, not a satisfying one, that the flood brought an end not only to the lives of all the people in the world except for Noach and his family, but it also changed the entire biological and geological state of the world. So if Noach, let's say, would have to drink a pint of liquor, of wine, or a gallon to get drunk, now the world has changed biologically and his system had changed that even a smaller amount would get him intoxicated. And he didn't realize that, and that's why he got drunk. But that is not a satisfying explanation, because the Torah doesn't just tell us stories. The Torah leaves out so much of the information that there obviously was in thousands of years that the Torah covers, because it only focuses on those things that teach us lessons. What is the lesson that we're to learn from the fact that Noach drank and he got intoxicated and he caused himself this embarrassment? And how do we justify Noach's intoxication? There are two ways of looking at Noach's drinking after the flood. One way is to try to escape the pain, the anguish that he must have felt when he left the ark and he saw the utter devastation of the world. He saw a world that was shattered, destroyed. In fact, all of humanity was wiped out. And now he was given the responsibility to repopulate the world. He was given the responsibility to start a new world order, as it were. This was so daunting, so intimidating, that he felt he had to drink and escape from that. That's one theory. Another theory is, on the contrary, when he came out of the ark and he realized how he had been saved and his family had been saved, there was a great miracle that happened. He wanted to celebrate, to express his joy at being alive and given an opportunity to repopulate the world and start a new world order. The same scenario, but opposite reaction. How could you tell if the person's drinking was in order to escape? We find in the Talmud that they would give mourners wine to drink so they could not wallow in their grief that could become very harmful to them. So that was one theory, that Noach was trying to escape the anguish and the pain, or maybe he was trying to celebrate. How can we tell the difference? And there's one simple test. A person who's drinking to escape drinks by himself, doesn't want to share what he's doing with others, wants to keep away from others, is trying to escape not only from the realities of life, but from people. They would like to stay in solitude. A person who is celebrating a miracle, who's rejoicing that he or she is alive, wants other people to join in that simcha. It's obvious that Noach was drinking by himself, because if he had been drinking with others, this wouldn't have happened. And that led to the terrible consequences of having to curse one of his children and having to bring the world down to a certain extent, just as it was beginning to go up. The lesson we learn from this is the importance of joy, that yes, there are times when we have to be sad, there are times when we have to recognize the devastation and the destruction, but we can't wallow in it. We have to realize that God is giving us an opportunity to start the world all over again, every person in his or her lifetime. Every day is like a new beginning, and we have to tackle this new beginning, this new challenge with joy and join with others, especially in this year of Heschel, a year that is devoted to gathering Jews for the purpose of strengthening their Judaism. This has to be done with simcha, with great joy. And this is the ultimate preparation for the times of Mashiach. We're living in the end of exile, and there are many things to be upset about and to be anxious about and to try to escape what's going on. And the Torah tells us that that was a mistake on Noach's part. We have to celebrate. The celebration itself, the drinking itself was not inherently wrong. But we have to, if we drink, within reason, of course, it has to be in a state of simcha, joining with others in a hakel manner, in a way that Chassidim were used to, for bringing, with the purpose of elevating ourselves, supporting one another, and that will bring us to the ultimate joy of Mashiach.